Hello everybody who has joined us. Thank you so much. This is the TEDx Lavelle Road live series. This is a very special series called Bend the Curve. It's happening in collaboration with the Hub. Through this Instagram live series, we are bringing you some incredible speakers who are going to inform, inspire, engage, and entertain you during this lockdown. So talking about Hub, our virtual partner for the series, they are a digital community platform. They are a very dear part of our TEDx Lavelle Road from a very long time. So if you're an artist, a trainer, an entrepreneur, or a digital nomad, please go ahead, like the Hub page, collaborate, DM them for any kind of collaborations. They are a great place to collaborate. Right, so talking about a speaker today, joining us today is Dr. Prabhakar Rao. He's a seed keeper and an advocate for sustainable agriculture. To tell a little more about Sir, he has been a seed keeper for over 25 years now, collecting indigenous native vegetable seeds that are on the brink of extinction. He has successfully stabilized around 140 rare indigenous vegetable varieties. Sir, that's an incredible number, actually. As a trustee in the Agriculture Trust of the Art of Living, he now promotes sustainable, chemical-free, natural farming technologies across the country. Thank you, Prabhakar sir, for joining us. It's been a privilege to have you here with us today. So today's session, we are going to be talking about home gardening hacks during lockdown. So Prabhakar sir, once again, welcome to the TEDx Lavelle Road live series.
Thank you very much, Maitri. Thank you. Glad to be here. And
thank you.
Yes. So, during this lockdown, it's changed so many things about how we view life. And one of the things that we are very sure about what we have to do during this lockdown is to keep our immunity levels high. And that's what the science tells us. If your immunity is high, then you have a better chance of living through this COVID-19 lockdown. Now, one of the things that you need as input to keep your immunity levels high is fresh, green vegetables. And during this lockdown, that's a difficult commodity to source. So I'm here to tell you a very jugaad way. You know what is jugaad, right? It's a very practical way of doing without too much of technology. It's a very Indian way of doing things. Yeah. So we have a jugaad way of how you can grow the freshest, most nutritious microgreens that are loaded with antioxidants. And those antioxidants are going to keep your immune levels high so that you can combat this epidemic and pandemic.
Awesome. Yes, that was the main reason actually we have wanted you to come speak to us. Because in this crisis, in this lockdown, struggling to find fresh vegetables, organic, natural vegetables. Also, me being a fan of greens like coriander, palak, all of those greens, very difficult and very scary to buy from the market right now. So this way of yours, the jugaad way of actually doing all this or growing all of these at home is a going to be a very informative and a really informative session for all of us. So for someone like me, doctor, who has never done gardening in my life, I don't have any soil, no pots, no plants, nothing at my place. For someone like me, how do I grow plants or such kind of pretty thing that's there on a table? How do I grow that at my place?
Maitri, just the way you describe yourself, I think this episode is absolutely for you. Because in this episode, we don't need soil. You don't need company seed. You will not need fertilizers. You will not need insecticides, pesticides, fungicides, weedicides. No, nothing. Not even pots. I'm not even asking a pot for you. And if I told you that you would have this beautiful, ready to harvest microgreen in 6 days with just what you have in the kitchen, you would be very interested, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, everybody would have this in their kitchen. This is a common set that you use to clean your atta or wheat flour or the floors, right? So this is available in the kitchen. I'm sure you would have something of this shape where you could put this so that this could sit very nicely and leave a space at the bottom. Both these should be available in your kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you would probably, I mean, you should be having, this is green gram. And can you get a close-up of that? That would be nice. Yeah. Now, green gram is something that's very freely available in the kitchen. It should not be the split one. It should be the whole one. And we call it moong or green gram. And we have this. So what I will first ask you to do is put this into another bowl. Make sure that there's a lot of space on top. And what you will do is, you will just take some water, and you would soak this overnight. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
You will soak this green gram like this overnight, and you will find some seeds will float, some seeds go down. And this is the trick of good agriculture. Anything that floats, tomorrow in the morning when you see anything that floats, throw it away. That means the seed is not good. It's probably not mature, or it's been infected or nothing. It won't germinate. But the seeds which go down, they are the ones that you need to use. So let's consider now, for the sake of this issue, that this is a seed that's been soaked for 24 hours. And when you do that, this will actually bloat up. I mean, the volume will become almost full. So make sure that you have a lot of space above the level of the seed with the water, because it will all puff up very nicely.
Okay.
That is done. What we are doing is, I am taking this seed with this setup, and I'm just going to pour the seed into this. So if we can have a close-up of this, so that I can show you clearly how we set up the microgreen. And we are not talking about any soil here, Maitri. Yeah. Now, although this seed now looks like it's a little sparse for this area, once it bloats up, 24 hours soaking, this entire thing will be one seed thick. One seed thick will cover this thing completely. After that, what I'm going to do, now up to here we are very clear. And Maitri, you can do this, right? You've never touched a plant before, but this one, it's doable, right?
Yes, it's very easy. And the real jugaad technique, what you've been telling us, of course.
So let's just put back this, and if we can have another close-up of what I'm going to do right now. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just take water, and this is the trick, Maitri. What I'm teaching you is very advanced agriculture science called hydroponics. Very high-tech agriculture done in kitchen jugaad style, yeah, during the corona lockdown. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pour this water here into this bowl. And the trick is, Maitri, I just want the water to be, now can we get a close-up? You see here now, the water is just about touching the bottom. That means it doesn't drown the seed. It doesn't drown the seed, but I can see the wetness just below the net. And you can see now, slowly that water is coming up. And now you can see the water just touching the seeds. The seeds are not drowning in water, but you see, if I touch this, you can see the water there, right? You can see the water here. Yeah, that's it. Now the trick of the trade is, this is how you need to keep it for the next 6 days, the water level. But for the first 2 days, I'm going to cover it with a cloth. I don't want the light to come through. Therefore, I'm going to keep it like this. Yeah. And once the 2 days are over, what you will probably see is this stage. Now, here I'm taking a different grain. This is actually our green peas. Yeah. But in 2 days' time, you will see a lot of shoots and little greens that would have started to come up. 2 to 3 days' time, depending on the temperatures. Right? You can see a lot of these greens coming up already. Yeah. Then what you will find is, you will find, this is another seed that I'm looking at. This is the Turkish bean, or moth as we call it, the white bean. And this one is, again, you will see shoots coming up like this. Yeah. Yeah. And then you will get to this stage. This is about the 4th day, where they've all started to grow very nicely. But this is another seed that I have used. All these will be available in your kitchen. And this is the brownie, or the brown gram. And you can see here, this is about 5 days. And this one, the green gram, the pride of my kitchen garden right now for the microgreens, this is green gram, and this is exactly 6 days old. You can also see here that I've got the kidney bean or the rajma, and these are
lovely,
delicious. Yeah, you can see the close-ups here. You can see the leaves already coming out.
Yeah.
So, and all this is happening might be without any effort from your side, except to keep that water level exactly there. So about 2 to 3 times a day, you need to check this. That's the only thing that you will have to do from this side. Nature does the rest for you, and without any soil, my tree, this is what you will have in 6 days. This, mind you, is loaded. It's microgreens, loaded, packed with antioxidants. And we'll also do a little demo after this. But before that, let me just tell you or show you all the different kinds of grains. We have got here the white, the white one is here. Yeah. We've got the white bean. We have got the cowpea. We've got the Turkish beans here. Now, this is bajra here. Now, bajra, again, if you can get a little close-up of this, this is wonderful. You've heard of wheatgrass, Maitri, wheatgrass juice.
Yeah.
In India, we can make many juices. We can make ragi grass juice, bajra grass juice, jowar grass juice. You can make so many cereals you can use to make juices. So this one I have actually kept, and this is a wonderful kick-off drink. A shot of this bajra juice in the morning. I tell you, Corona will have to think many times before entering your body.
Right, awesome. That's a good immunity drink. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are the precautions that you need to take? Essentially, there is only one precaution, and that is to keep that water level just at that net. Now, if I show you what happens, and this is very advanced agriculture technology. You see how the beets have come up here?
Yeah.
And Maitri, this has been done with no effort, with no soil. Because there is no soil, you don't have to worry about soil-borne fungus, soil-borne bacteria, soil insects. You don't have to worry about any of that. And the beautiful thing about this is it becomes a family activity. You know, the whole family gets involved. Children, you know how difficult it is to keep them occupied, right, during the lockdown?
Yeah.
And it's a great way for children to get, you know, when you do something like this, Maitri, let me tell you, you activate a very deep memory inside every human being. Somewhere in the reptilian brain of ours, every one of our ancestors, no matter where we came from, did agriculture. We all grew food at some point of time in our journey as human beings. When you do this, it triggers that primitive memory, and it is something, it's like a meditation. It's something that does way beyond what logical mind can construct. Yeah. And therefore, very calming activity for the family. And, it's just a fun thing to do.
Yep, totally, sir. So whatever I see right now, I've never thought of growing things like this at home without having the real, all the farming items or gardening items at home. Without that, to grow all of this, it's like a real eye-opener sorts, I can tell you. So thank you for showing us such wonderful things. So, how many days old exactly are all of these, or how much time? Is it just 6 days, or is it going to take me more than a week or 10 days, or how long does each of these take to bloom?
Yeah. So I would say start off with green gram, the moong, because this is moong, and from about yesterday to about tomorrow, I will continuously harvest from this. And as you can see, my tree, there is nothing. It is just growing on that net. Can we have a close-up here? You can see here, there is absolutely nothing. It's just the entire plant is sitting on the net and floating on it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, this is right now 6 days old. you contacted me a week ago, so that's when I actually started this entire so that I would have it.
Beautiful.
And like I said, here we have peas, and this is about 2 to 3 days old, 4 days old, 5 days old, 6 days old. The rajma takes a little longer because it's a bigger plant. It takes a little longer. So this may be about 8 to 10 days max. But I would suggest just start with the green gram. Because when people talk about microgreens, they talk about chia and alfalfa and all that. But those are small seeds, my friend. When you deal with small seeds, the precautions and the effort you have to put in is so much greater. Especially with hydroponic technology. The water levels will keep changing very quickly and it's very difficult. I mean, it's not difficult, but it gets a little used to. Somebody like you who's never done this is, what do I say, Microgreens for Dummies 1.0. It's like that simple.
Yes.
I'm just using...
No, in gardening, I am one. In gardening, yes. It's awesome. Okay, sir, I think there are a lot of people asking some questions on these techniques. I'm just going to take some of them. So some people are asking, does this need to be kept in the sun?
Okay, excellent question. So 2 days you will do it here under the cover, right? So that the carbon dioxide and the heat is in the right proportion there for it to sprout and for the roots to start going down into the water. Once that is done, you would like to give it light, which is not necessarily direct sunlight. Like all this was in the balcony outside.
Okay.
You don't get direct sun in the balcony, but it was just in the balcony outside and I just kept it there. You can use a kitchen windowsill equally. Yeah. So the beauty of this, my friend, you don't need a garden. You don't need to have a kitchen garden. This precious food. Go to food hall and see what microgreens cost you there. Then you will realize the additional benefit of growing your own microgreen.
Yes, awesome. So the next question is, does the cloth need to be wet before putting it on the seeds?
Not necessary, because in this technique, we've got the wetness under and we want the wetness below the seed because we want the roots to go down. If you have wetness on top, the roots, like when you sprout any of this for regular use to make a curry or something, you will see the sprouts going in any direction, right? But here, we want to do hydroponics. Sounds very high tech, but all we need to do is get the roots to go straight down. So we want to keep the moisture only down and maintain that moisture level there. No need to wet the plant.
Okay. Any special antibacterial treatment required?
None, luckily. And nothing to do with the seeds as well, because luckily these are seeds that you eat. So hopefully they are organic or, they are edible. So, I mean, we never buy for making the microgreens seed from a seed company. These seeds which now come with iridescent purple and iridescent blue and iridescent yellow coating.
Yeah.
Because they are full of toxic pesticides. A pesticide coating is that never make microgreens with that microgreen. For microgreens, this is kitchen jugaad technology. I mean, we use just the things that are there in our kitchen larder. That's it. Nothing more than that. Can you give me a quick demo of how I would harvest this?
Yeah, I'll just finish up 2 more questions, sir. There is one person who's asked, even for bajra grass, do we need to keep it covered with cloth for 2 days?
Yes. Bajra grass also keep it covered with cloth for 2 days because bajra actually takes a little longer to sprout and longer to grow, but we'll cover it for 2 days. The principle, Maitri, here is to sprout. Matlab, first you soak it for 24 hours so that the seed coat gets soft and the seed is ready to sprout. Then you keep it covered on that wet film of water so that the sprout actually starts to go down. Once you do that, then you will start to show it to sunlight. Yeah, sunlight means diffuse sunlight, windowsill, balcony, it is fine. After 4 to 5 days, even if 2 to 3 hours of sunlight directly come onto this, it's perfectly fine.
Okay. And how many days do we need to change the water, or do we need to change the water?
Brilliant question. The microgreen setup will tell you, because where all these gram family, that is these bean family, you know, they in the first 2 to 3 days you will get some smell, which is essentially like a flatulent smell, you know. It's like, you know, eating a lot of rajma and, you know, the flatulent smell. You will get that. And therefore, you need to change. I change the water here once in 2 days. Like I changed it yesterday, today I've not changed it. Once in 2 days, that's just to keep the smell down. Also, water needs to change, because we don't have an aerated system of hydroponics here. It's just static water that's sitting there. Therefore, we need to change the water so that the new oxygen comes into it. What kind of water? Just use any water. Do you need to use RO water? Preferably not, because most RO water, they take out all the nutrients.
Yeah.
So I would use something straight from the tap, or if you have an RO that puts back the nutrients, one of those high-end things, maybe you go with that. But really, there is no need to disinfect. There is no need to do anything. This is as edible, fresh, farm-to-table experience that you would ever find for the love of money.
Yeah, lovely. And one more question we'll take. People asking, okay, do we cook the whole thing or we cut the roots? How do we eat? How does it taste? All of those questions have come up.
Yeah, which leads me to the next. How do you actually start to harvest? Yes, you do not eat the leftover of the seed cotyledons. You do not eat the roots. You only harvest, and you don't cook all this. All you do is, you can come here. I will just show how I'm going to do this. What we really need are the first 2 leaves. You see, in microgreens, what really gives you the antioxidants is those first few leaves. So just this much is what I'm going to harvest, and I'm going to put this in a bowl. So let me just do a little bit of quick harvesting, because I'm going to show you a sure shot recipe. Absolutely easy, Maitri. Just cut it there, and that's it. There's nothing else you can do. How many harvests can you take? Depending on the density of seed that you put in, it will keep coming up. As I cut, at least about 2 to 3 new sets of shoots will come up over a period of time. So you could play around with that. But for starters, you know what? Just cut it once. No, this is like enough. This is actually enough for a one person. You know, in the morning, if I just have this much, my day is great. You can also put this into a regular salad. If you're making another salad, just put these leaves. And what would I put into this? Let me just quickly show you what I would do with this. Here I've got rock salt. I've got a little bit of olive oil, which for some reason seems to have gone onto the tray. I've got a little bit of lime here. So what I do is I just put a pinch of rock salt like that. There you go. Can we see it? Yeah. Can we see this? Just a pinch of rock salt here. Then a little bit of olive oil. Yeah. Fresh olive oil. Okay. Just a few drops of lime. Okay. And that's it. You know, just this combination here. I mean, let me tell you, it is absolutely delicious. Let me just stir this. I mean, I would actually eat it with my hands like that. Just a little bit of olive oil in this, and there I go. Brilliant. You can actually feel the prana, the energy, you know, sort of coming up. If you let this grow too much, the leaves would have a bitter aftertaste, which is not so nice. So I would say harvest in about 6 to 7 days. When like this one, for example, which is still about 5 days, I think it would be equally delicious. Yeah. But the trick is, what we need to harvest is just the first 2 leaves. This is the real microgreen. Okay? Right. So this is what we need to eat to keep ourselves fighting fit during this lockdown period.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, sir. That's lovely. There are some more questions that are coming up. Somebody's asking, do we need to wash it? Do we cut it and then does it grow back? Yeah.
So do we need to wash it? This has grown in front of your eyes. Has anybody sprayed pesticides on this? Has anything happened that is going to contaminate? No, this is as fresh as nature can get. You know, as kids, we used to go to the garden or a farm. You just pluck a fruit, just wipe it, and you ate it, right? Because those days there weren't any agrochemicals in use, right? This is
Right.
that experience. This is that experience. Do I need to wash this? I don't need to. When I buy something from the market, I need to wash because I don't know where the hell it's grown, what was put on it. I have no clue.
Yeah.
So, you know, just spraying and thinking everything is going to okay, I'm going to wash. You know, washing doesn't take off everything, right? Most of the toxins are actually inside the sap.
In the water.
Okay, exactly. Most of our greens are actually grown in some very toxic, polluted gutters. You know, all those big streams of and the lake beds that we are polluted lakes. That's where greens are grown. You don't know what you're eating. You think you're eating nutrition, but for all you know, you might be consuming poison. You know? But this is your answer.
Awesome. One more question there. Somebody's asking that would there be flies on it, insects, fruit flies come to it while the process of growing?
Yeah. So, if you don't change the water every 2 days, you may get a few fruit flies coming there because they are attracted by that flatulent protein that is decomposing. Now, if you change the water and keep it clean, you will not have it. Secondly, is to keep it in an area which has got a lot of ventilation and cross vents. You know, if you keep it in a very tank corner where it's very muggy, there is no movement of air, of course you will get some white flies and things like that. But white flies don't affect this. Really, it's not going to contaminate or affect this crop. They will be there, but the moment you keep it in the balcony and you know there is air all around, they will go away. The only time you will get insects sitting on it is if it starts to rot. And that will happen if you drown the seeds. If you drown the seeds in water and keep it for 4 or 5 days, it will start to rot and then it will attract insects. But if you follow the technology of just keeping that water, just touching that net and providing the hydroponic moisture, no problem.
Awesome. So one question I have here is, so once this is 6 days old, it's grown like this, I'm of course not going to be using the whole thing in a day. So do I leave it, I take up something from it and leave the plant just as it, or I cut everything off, keep it in the fridge and do something, grow something else in the basket?
Oh, let's see, a family of 4 would consume about a fourth of this, I would say. And say if I cut this into 4 parts, about a fourth, about that much for a family of 4, and half of that with a family of 2 or whatever. But to answer your question, if you start sort of harvesting from day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, even up to day 10, you will also consume the crop as it's growing. So really, you don't have to cut everything, because what we need is we want that farm to table experience. You can't do anything more fresh than this. I am cutting this sitting on the dining table with my kids. Yeah, and we are all going to lunch or dinner, and we are doing this in front of us. So we would like it's nature's bounty to grow like this. So why do we need to cut and then keep it in a fridge? I will just keep it here and use it, as much. And it's not that I need to eat only this much. I can eat twice that much. Who's going to have it?
Right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Awesome, sir. So that's, you've shown us a little meaning or little experience of actually farm to table. So it's really, really informative and an eye-opening session. So I think we have answered almost all questions people have asked. Some of them have asked the same questions repeatedly. So I guess all of you who have asked us questions, thank you so much. Hope this was a very, very informative session. So sir, one last thing I would like you to do is, can you please show us the entire table you have? show a close-up shot of the entire table, all the plants that have been grown here. So we have a nice view before we leave. Oh, that looks so fresh and so yum.
In fact, Maitri, I have been, posting videos of many home jugaad techniques. If
Right.
you go to my website, which is haryaliseeds.com, you will find many jugaad techniques: how to control pests, how to grow onions at home without soil, how to make grass juices. So there are many jugaad technologies, but this one I've done for you on the set of microgreens. This is the favorite jugaad.
Lovely, lovely. So again, for the audience, please go to haryali.com. There's a search.
Haryali Seeds, haryaliseeds.com, Maitri. Haryali Seeds.
haryaliseeds.com. Please go there and look out. There are different other things also, other hacks as well, what he's shared. So haryaliseeds.com it is, guys. Please go visit the site. Oh, lovely. Awesome, awesome.
At this point, I'd like to thank my family as well, and Rukmini, who's been our cameraman behind the scenes, giving us this excellent footage.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Everybody has been actually appreciating the way the table and the setting has been made and the person holding the camera, because the view, the close-ups, or all of these have been really, really clear and nice. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a really informative session. I'm repeating myself again. This was an eye-opener for all of us. Hope all of you who've joined us today, also this has been an informative, a great session for you as well. Now what I would like all of you to do is, let's just go back home, do some gardening, make some fresh vegetables, some fresh leaves for us, and take pictures and share it. Don't forget to tag us at TEDx Lavelle Road and use the hashtag BendItWithTEDxLR. We will share them on our page. Probably even Prabhakar sir could look at them and share it on his page as well. There's some really, really interesting stuff that we are doing. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Thank you so much, everybody else, for joining us. Hope you all enjoyed the session. We're looking forward to seeing you all again next week. Have a wonderful week ahead with your family. Stay home, stay safe, and let's bend the curve with TEDxLR. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye. Have a great day and grow microgreens.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.